What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Need to Know Talk Show. I'm your host, Donovan Marquez, and along with me is my co-host,
Justin Ray Bettis.
Coming to you live straight out of the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas.
210, baby.
So we are back. Thank y'all guys for being patient. I know we did have a couple of small episodes in between, but we got Justin back from his long vacation.
It was a very long one.
But he was chilling. No, we're doing good. We're doing good. So what's up, bro? How's everything been?
It's been good. It's been uphill battle.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, kind of been knowing what I've been going through, but it's finally, cars are falling into place. I mean, it's still a headache and a roller coaster, but it's finally going really good.
Hell yeah, dude. That's badass, man. I mean, you know, we all been going through shit, bro. It's life, dog. I mean, I'm even going to be straight up candid, bro. I don't know why, but lately I've been like depressed. And
same.
You know, but not like depressed like I want to like jump off a bridge, but like I just don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah, same.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've been putting my phone on like silent and shit. You know, I didn't even feel like talking. I do have a few people. You know how like you can select people who can call you while your phone is on Do Not Disturb. So it's like the people that are really, really close to me. Like I got you, Josh, my mom, sister. You know, y'all can still message me. You know,
yeah, definitely.
But you know, as far as just anyone else, I'm just like, dude. Even Instagram notifications, Facebook, I just silence it.
Yeah, or I'll open it, or I'll real dick. I mean, I'll wait like the next day to like, because you know how we send each other stuff on Instagram
all the time,
and stuff like that. But I mean, I'll get to it eventually. But the people who I talk to day in, day out, they know who they are, and they always answer my calls.
They're always there.
So I'll vent out or talk about my problems with them, and you obviously, and my mom's, and you know my relatives and my close circle of friends. You know, so, same thing. Yeah. You got to have someone to talk to get that off your chest.
Yeah, you know sometimes it's like even like us, we'll just go have a beer or something and just kind of like disconnect and just go talk. You know, just fucking. Exactly. I know we have the podcast to talk it out on. You know what I mean? But sometimes it's just dead silence. Like just
it is, dude.
You know, just
we'll just be here. Like
sometimes we need just us to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And just And you know, and everybody knows who's been following us for a while, we've been trying to get people to come on. You know what I'm saying? And nobody locks in, man.
Yeah, well, I had a shout out to one of my really good friends from back home. He messaged me yesterday because he's been listening to it now, and I don't know if anybody's tuned in to listen to the Twin Peaks, the calendar shoot that we were very happy to be a part of last Wednesday.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it was awesome. We had a good time, but he was like, dude, like, I've been listening to y'all's podcast, and it's good, dude. Like, you know, if you want me to jump on, like, I was like, hell yeah, bro. Like, I'm down. But I know him personally. We grew up together, so I know he's down and he'll make some time.
Yeah,
And I know everybody has a busy schedule or whatever. We've asked people, like, I'm down, but
nobody locks in.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody wants to give you a definite or a date. So. It's like I was telling you earlier, bro. It all comes down to like, how many followers you guys got? How is this going out? Like, dude.
Gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
I mean,
like we were telling, shout out to Lee Gore from Small Klein Media.
Oh yeah, or the 16th, right? He wants to do something this month.
I think so. Yeah. But shout out to him, because even he was like, man, I love that grassroots start. He's like, I love working with people like that,
exactly.
And it's true. You got to start somewhere, and people don't understand that. You're not gonna hop on here and have thousands and thousands of followers immediately. Now, if you do, then great. Yeah. But I mean, come on, man. Like literally, we're just two bros just making it happen, bro.
Yeah, trying.
That's it.
We're doing our best.
And on that Twin Peaks note, shout out to Miss Laura.
Oh,
the head of marketing for the Westover 151, and
that's she kind of gets all the stores.
She's like everywhere, right?
She gets the stores up to tip top shape, but I think she was at Days of Allah there for a little bit. Got it going the way it should, and now she's managing a 151. And that's the one that I particularly go to all the time. Yeah. And so shout out to her and
for making it happen.
GM, what was his name?
Man, we got him on the interview.
Yeah, I'm bad with names.
I'm super bad with names, but shout out to him as well. Yeah. Cool guy, man. And super cool guy.
And shout out to the girls in the pageant shoot that we got to interview and everybody.
Absolutely. Shout out to the girls that were on our show, this last show that we just did there at Twin Peaks, which in itself was a wild ride, bro.
Yeah, it was. We were there for We didn't leave till like 10:30.
Yeah,
it was like over at 9.
Yeah,
but we just stuck around and did our thing like we normally do here.
Yeah, it was just like a normal thing, but it still was. It was kind of odd just being somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Doing it out of here.
Yeah, and trying to set everything up. It was.
And we did it on a whim. But we made it work.
We made it work.
Yeah, we made it work, dude.
Hey, shout out to Crazy, man.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Crazy, and I will say. Motherfucker.
What y'all laughing at? Nothing.
Playing footsie over here.
Bad, bro. Stretch my feet.
Shout out to Crazy, though, who is I would like to say this, Crazy, if you're listening to this, who is our official sound engineer.
Yes.
Welcome to the team, my Brody. He's he's doing it out of love. I told him, I said, bro, we'll shoot you some bread. He was like, no, it's all love, dog.
He enjoys doing it. I mean, that's his craft, man. That's what he loves doing. So
and we definitely need to have him back on just to shoot the shit. You know what I mean? And he's got a lot of unreleased music. But anyway, shout out to Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
I really appreciate you, man. I mean, I sent him the episode and he knocked it out and shoot.
Yeah, I actually called him up yesterday and we chopped it up for a little bit. And I was telling him to, thanks, give him my thanks from a week ago. So, and he's like, yeah, man, dude, I was like, dude, it sounds awesome. Like, because the music in the background and everything. That
was tough. Yeah. That's why I gave it to him. I was like, I'm sure you could do this.
Oh, definitely.
What I mean? I didn't.
He did it.
He knocked it the fuck out of the park.
Exactly.
He killed it, man. So I think he's going to be on board with us now for shooting for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so he'll be our sound engineer. And whoever's listening to this, we also need like a videographer.
Yep.
If you know anybody that does photography or something like that.
Or if you do photography
yourself. If you do photography yourself, we need somebody just to kind of, snap shots of us around wherever we're doing or recording episodes or whatever,
We have our own equipment, and if you want to bring your own.
Bring your own, or, I got a camera here and we can make it work, because now we're getting into video now. Yeah, we're getting into video. Shout out to y'all if y'all are watching this. Now we're getting into video, so it's going to be airing everywhere. I'm going to make it all happen, but we got a lot of things going on right now, man.
Yeah, personally and on work.
Yeah, just a bunch of bullshit. That part is a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But it's life.
It's life, dude. Yeah. It's like I wake up.
You can't run away from it. You just got to accept it.
No, man. It's like I wake up every day and I'm like, dude, if I had a couple extra inches of wiener,
everything will be good. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be all right. You just wake up a couple inches short and you're just
or just wake up and just piss excellence, man. Try to.
At least try, man. You know what I mean? If I woke up and had 5 extra inches on my wiener, I'd have 6 inches in total, man.
Hey, that's all you need. That's average. That's average, dude. That's what I've heard in the past.
I'm tired of being below average.
Same, bro. It's hard out here.
Girth not linked.
Make it believable.
Hell yeah.
Stifler.
Yeah, dude.
But for sure.
Right.
But see, I mean, to whoever's tuning in today, I mean, we ask. I can't even keep count of how many people we've asked. Like maybe more than a handful
to be on the show.
Yeah, and like dude, a lot of them. They're like, I'm shy. Like no one's shy around us after you talk to us for like 5 minutes.
After a while, you just forget it.
Yeah, and you just be yourself and talk.
That's all it is.
Whatever you want to talk about. I mean, your story. Everybody has a story to tell, or what you're going through that day, that week.
It doesn't matter.
Just get it off.
Yeah, as far as you want to go, we'll go.
Yeah, we'll get into some really deep thought.
Yeah, you want to dig in, we'll dig in.
Yeah, we'll dig in deep.
Man, we'll be in there with you. We'll get lost with you.
Yeah, we'll get lost.
And then
we'll get found.
We'll get found with you.
Lost and found.
That's as easy.
That's going to be the I'm shy.
The shy people.
It's going to be the lost and found.
The lost episodes. And found. So they were lost and now they've been found by the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, dude, life's been a trip lately, dude, especially with the podcast going on. A lot's been happening very quickly.
Yeah. And I think we had this conversation the first month. It kind of like took off the way. I mean, people were like, go back to what we're saying, the followers and base and listeners. But it's doing better than what I thought, I thought, but I mean, I kind of expected, I mean, not to like toot our own horn, but I mean, dude,
I kind of expected it to take off the way it did, just not that fast.
Yeah,
you know,
that fast. Yeah,
because I think the first month we, you know, statistically speaking, the first month we had over like 1,200 listeners in the first 30 days.
Yeah.
You know,
what was our listening rate? Like 80%?
Our conversion rate was 80%.
And that was like episodes being played all the way through.
All the way through. Yeah.
And that's big.
That's big, dude.
That's a big deal.
Because I was looking up the statistics with that, and they were saying like you're lucky to get like 300 streams in that 30 days. Yeah.
So we got 1,000.
We got like 1,200 in the first 30 days.
That's dope.
And that's pretty damn good, man. That's doing good.
And see, everybody that's out there that's shy to do anything.
Yeah,
you know,
just do it.
Well, how many people have we asked and they're like, "Oh, we thought about doing a podcast."
Yeah, do it. Fucking do it.
What's stopping you from doing it?
And I would totally be down to collab with other small podcasts.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
I think a few of them follow us. And I mean, shoot, we're doing this on a Wednesday night. We'll probably do another one on Sunday. So whoever is listening to this, you know how to reach us, and we'll make it happen. Yeah, we will make it happen.
We're very active on social media or Instagram. So if you send us a message on Instagram, we'll get to you fairly quickly. You know, right now, if you want to do a collab, and if you're other small podcasts, doesn't even matter what the podcast is about. Like, let's just link up. Let's make something happen.
Or if you just kind of want to come and kick it and get an idea of like what it's like, and then maybe they'll get the courage, but like, let me see. Shit, what the fuck was that? That was a weird ass noise. I don't even know what the fuck that. No, that was my mouth. I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, so y'all can kind of like, you know, maybe y'all get the courage, but like, let me jump on the mic. I want to say something. All right.
Hey, here you go. Hey, get up on there.
Yeah,
you know, hop up in here.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like, if y'all want to come and sit in on an episode and be like, oh man, it's just like these two dudes just kicking it and shooting the shit. You know,
basically
speaking about a subject of anything. You know, right now. This episode, we're just doing that. We're just shooting the shit, man. You know, catching up with our listeners and all that stuff. I've been doing the smaller episodes, but that's something I had an idea about, and I just ran with it. So I'll probably have some more of those to come. But this is the main show right here. You know, us two, you know, doing our thing. But
speaking of, you had a pretty eventful weekend. How was your weekend? You told me about it, but let's give our listeners a little insight of how our weekends went.
What did I do this weekend, dude? I had an eventful weekend.
With Bug, we went to the Missions game.
Oh yeah, damn, dude! I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude.
I know.
What I'm saying. Man. Me and Bug kicked it. We went to shout out to the San Antonio Missions. They were playing actually Monclova from Mexico. They were playing a Mexico team.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, so who won?
The Missions.
Okay, what was the score?
Oh, it turned out to be like 7-4.
Oh, so that was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was neck and neck for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Bug came over, and on a whim, I was just like, man, you want to go to a ball game? And he was like, yeah. We were watching, actually, I was kind of hyping him up because we were watching, first we watched Angels in the Outfield.
Oh,
I showed him that movie. Yeah, dude. I showed him Angels in the Outfield, and then right after that, we watched Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, because he's in both those movies.
No.
Different. Yeah, two different. Yeah, Rookie of the Year is the dude from American Pie.
Yeah. So they
Kevin.
Yeah, we watched both of those, and then I was like, hey, you want to go to a ball game? And he was like, yeah, you know. So bought the seats. We went, and it was a badass time, man. You know, of course, we big backed it, bro. You know.
Oh yeah.
He is my son. So he wanted to try just a hot dog at a ballpark. He just never had one. You know what I mean? Good. So, because he was like, I want to go to a professional game. You know, I was like, well, let's start here. You know, let's see how you do.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, dude, I got 2 hot dogs. He got a hot dog, and then we're chilling. And he's like, Dad, I'm feeling like a churro. And I was like, yeah, me too.
Churros.
Yeah, so we just churroed it up, bro.
Hell yeah.
We stayed till the end, and yeah, it was badass, bro.
That's what's up.
It was a beautiful night. It was great.
Yeah, like tonight's a good night.
Tonight was
went for a little cruise earlier. And the windows down, sunroof.
It was badass. So me and him, after the game, we took a cruise. I took 90 to 10, passing downtown.
Oh, hell yeah.
And as me and him were passing downtown, they were having the fireworks show going off from, I think it was the March Man, whatever was going on.
Oh yeah, because it's about to be lit right now.
Yeah, so they were doing like a whole firework display. So man, we were cruising with the windows down, jams playing, you know, fireworks show after the ball game. It was pretty cinematic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that is.
know.
I mean, that's a memory I would cherish. At his age, you know what I mean, growing up. So hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
no, it was badass. And then this weekend we're gonna go do the Minecraft movie.
Yeah,
and then probably hit up We'll try the Car Fest, and go check it out.
Yeah, that's going on. I believe Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
It's like 3 days or 2-3 days.
And shout out to my brother and my niece. They share the same birthday. It's this Sunday, so if you can leave in the comment section to happy birthday to them.
Yeah, happy birthday to y'all, man.
And there's a lot of birthdays in April. My mom's birthday is on the 13th.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then one of my coworkers, his is on the 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's going to be 21, so he's about to do, it's a big birthday for him. Yeah. So, I had a pretty good weekend, man. Went to go watch Death by a Unicorn.
Dude,
it's really good.
It?
Dude,
right, kind of give me a play-by-play without spoiling it.
Okay, so it's an A24 production, so, they make damn good movies.
They do good.
So it's a little bit of like horror / comedy, but it's really heartfelt too, because it's got a sad kind of backstory to it.
Yeah,
and it's some of Jenna Ortega's best work. I mean, because everybody used to like seeing her bad girl, darkish, side, but she gets really. You see that soft side of her,
yeah,
and it's good. I mean,
yeah,
and it's got eyebrows in it.
Eyebrows.
I can't think of his name, dude. The dude from We're the Millers, and then Marvel. Yeah. And then it's got Paul Rudd, of course. It's got another few.
How is Paul Rudd?
Oh, Paul Rudd kills it, bro. He plays Jenna Ortega's dad.
Okay.
A single father.
Yeah. Shout out.
And definitely. So man, it kind of hit me, man. Like kind of what I've been going through, So it was a good movie. So I really related to it. But then, of course, like I said, it got really emotional and stuff like that, and stuff. But then it's got the, the raunchy comedy and then the gore, and, and stuff like that. So it was good. It was a damn good movie. Yeah.
So it was like sentimental on the side of the unicorn or the side of the people.
The people in the unit. Well,
we're to save.
Yeah. So, sentimental with Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega's character, and then the unicorns. It's it's a father, a mother, a trio. Yeah, and it's a baby unicorn. So, yeah, I just don't want to give too much
away. Yeah, I feel you on that. Nah, dude. So, in light of all that, man, how's everything you've been going through? Just is it subsiding, or is it still just? It's
subsiding. I'm finally, getting my head above water, but it's I mean, you kind of knew what happened that Wednesday when we got down, and it was pretty tough, the news that I got, but I mean, we worked it out. You talked me down, got real emotional and cried a little bit that night, but it's cool.
I mean, we deal, bro, and that's all we can do. That's all we can do in this life is just deal, dude. It's either that or we just get.
But did I say we cried? I cried, but you got me through it.
I want to cry with you.
I'll cry with you.
I cried inside.
Yeah, exactly, and you did.
But no, man. I mean, for all of y'all listening, even those new listeners, we're single dads, and we deal with what we deal with when it arises, but just things go on, man, and you can't let that shit consume you at the end of the day, because you got people depending on you. Mm-hmm. You got a child that's depending on you to make it through. You have to make it through for them, because if you don't, then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point of going through all this shit? But
life.
What's the point of going through life at that point? Yeah. Because you took on this responsibility when you had this child, and that's on both sides, mom and dad's side. You got a responsibility to the kid.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, when they get a certain age, you don't want to make them resent you or them. So you just got to do what's right for the kid at that point. Set all whatever spite, hate, whatever past y'all have together. I mean. At one point it was good, but things went a separate, y'all went y'all separate ways, but you just got to accept it and co-parent the best way you can.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do at the end of the day, because what is holding on to resentment going to do? It's going to fuck everything up for you, the kid, for everyone involved.
Exactly. The family, everybody.
Yeah, everything's split and divided. you know, and what good does that do anyone?
No,
none at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and I know what that's like because I've gone through it too. You know, thankfully right now everything's cool, but you know, it's not always gonna be cool, and I get that.
No, it's not.
You know, but you have to learn how to deal with it when it arises.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And, you know, shout out to all the single parents out there. Man, you know what? Shout out to the dads, dude, that want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. And
that want to be there.
Yes.
If you're a piece of shit, you do not count.
Yeah.
You know, this is not for you.
The dads don't get enough credit.
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
No.
But, you know, shout out to those dads that are actively trying to be fathers, that want to be there and fight tooth and nail to be there for their children. You know what I mean? You guys are the ones that, you know, it's going to turn out in your favor eventually.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, and it will.
Yeah.
Regardless, it will turn out in your favor.
Whether you have a son or a daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, it you know, every kid needs their mother and their father.
Oh, yeah, they need both.
Yeah.
You know, God forbid if something happens to one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but they do need both.
Yeah.
You know, especially in those tender years, you know, from, you know, by the time they're like 4 to the time they're teenagers, you know, that they need.
For the rest of their lives, but
yeah, they need
you got to
guidance.
set that seed and set that foundation so they know that you're always there. They always have you to count on.
Yeah.
You know, like no matter what, because I'm never going to stop being a father after they turn 18.
Yeah, you're still going to be there. You know, I mean, we got boys, you know, but, you know, they're still going to need our guidance, you know, throughout life, you know. I wish I had a dad like me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. I fucking didn't. I won't say I don't know. I've met my dad, but it didn't make two shits of a difference. I might as well have just not known him, period. Yeah. It doesn't make a difference, you know?
Exactly.
But I know once Boog was born, I was like, I ain't going nowhere. You know? I ain't going nowhere, you know? And I remember like a while back, you know, this is when things were like really, really bad. Like my son's mom was like, I thought if I just left that you would just forget and move on with life.
How the fuck am I supposed to do that?
How? Yeah.
I can you. No disrespect to, you know, but I mean, I'm not going to forget you, but I will. You're always going to be a part of my son's life.
Yeah.
And we got to make it work. But how am I going to just drop my son?
Yeah, no. And, you know, she should have known me better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't do that to anyone.
Yeah, anybody. Yeah.
You know, if I love you, but my son is one thing. You know, if you're my friend, I'll always be there for you. Definitely. But, you know, now that being my son, yeah. You know, I'm going to be in a jail cell if something happens to him. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it runs deep. You know, and definitely. You know, shout out to all the dads out there doing their thing. And trust me, I was raised by a single mother. Okay, I know that side as well.
Yeah, same.
So if you're a single mom with a dad or a baby's daddy or whatever that does not want to be a part of the child's life and you're just doing it yourself, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you.
You know, you deserve your flowers too. You know,
yeah, your flowers and yeah. I mean, and shout out. I know a lot that don't even. You know, to the deadbeats that don't want to be there or be present for their kids. They don't. I know a lot of strong. You know, my mom was one of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want shit from you. Then you don't got to pay child support. You know, I'll take care of them the way. And that's that's shout out to the dads too.
Yeah.
That, you know, that's what we do. Like, we're not. We pay our child support. You know, and stuff, and do the best we can. But at the end of the day, I don't. I'm not asking for sympathy, pity, or anybody to feel sorry for me. I do what I can. Yeah. You know, I have been for the past 7 years since the day he was born.
Yeah. And, you know, and I will say, you know, what I've been going through kind of same as you, but this is a longer time ago. Yeah. But, you know, one thing that I was grateful for my son's mom was that, you know, she told me, like, either you're all in or you're not there at all. And this was after, you know, we had gone through what we'd gone through, right? You know, she will not let me be a half-assed dad. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Because if that's the case, then she told me, it's like, if you're going to be a half-assed dad, then I would just keep him from you. And and I agree with it.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I've met a lot of single mothers that do that. I hear their story and it's like, how the hell... And how are you, or how did this happen? Like they pretty much gave them an out. Yeah. And like 2 years, 3 years later, you know, and it's the same story with every single, those, you know, the type of parents we are. Yeah. You know, and that goes for, the single mothers too, like gave them an out, and 2 years later, 3 years later, they fucking get married and have kids and want to be there for them.
Yeah, that blows my mind.
It's like, what
that
the
blows
fuck?
my mind,
you know, and it's
dude.
like, and I'm like, you know, not name dropping, but I'm like, I know the type of woman you are, you know, and like as a mother, but also as a human being, and like you and your kid deserve better than that, you know, and like, why are you single? You shouldn't, you know, which that's cool, you know, like it's just not your time yet, I guess, you know, and moving forward for that, like these single parents, and like, don't just settle, you know. I know you're numb to that, and like if you're a relationship type of person, but take your time. Don't run slow, you know. I mean, we've been single what fucking 5 years now, you know, like shit, you know, but you know, I mean, that's what it comes down to, you know. I mean, just don't settle, but like we kind of been through a lot and stuff like that, you know. And you know, I've heard other people's story too, you know, the mothers and the fathers, but it's like, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, man. It's just how it is, bro. You can't be half-assing it when it comes to this parenting thing.
No,
you know, you got to be
all.
there. You got to be there. Fuck money. Fuck people. Fuck everything, dude. Time is finite, bro. You cannot get that shit back. No matter what you do. Fuck a career. Fuck everything. If it's going to draw you away from your kids, fuck it. You know what I mean? You don't need it, bro. You don't need it. You know, because at the end of the day, when you're fucking on your deathbed, your coworkers maybe, but they're not going to be surrounding you like, oh man, he was such a good salesman. You know what I mean? Or, oh, he was such a good mechanic. Whatever the fucking case may be.
Anything.
Your kids are going to be there. Like, man, he was a good dad.
Your kids, your family, your friends.
You know, like, man, he was a good dad, or she was a good mom. You know, hopefully your kids are there. Now, that depends on your situation. But if they're not, then, well, you know, that's another story. Yeah, man. But I don't know. Other than that, bro, at least I think we're fucking doing great.
Oh, we are doing great.
You know, I think that too. Despite where we are, we're not fucking perfect, dude. Like me or you, like we're not no one actually.
I'm nowhere near perfect.
No, we're not. You know, it's like I said, is that we're just two bros just trying to make something happen with this thing. You know, we're just two regular dudes, dads. We're just dads. We're the kind of guys you're gonna see at HEB. You know,
exactly.
You know, you're gonna see Justin in his little shorts at HEB. You know. Without his legs shaved.
Man, I mean,
with his magnificent nipples just for everyone to see.
I gotta be comfortable. They keep it cold in HEB, bro. I can't help it.
Oh, dude, you have magnificent nipples. Congratulations, bro.
That's what I've been told.
Congrats. Can you hear his nipples? I
mean, shout out to my nips. I get him on the Mac.
Yeah, get them nips on the Mac. He has womanly areolas. Shout out to your nips, bro.
That one morning when I FaceTimed you, you woke up like, nah, bro. It's not. It's me. It's me. It's not what you think.
Dude, reminds me of that fucking the cable guys. Like, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you, dude. Remember I did that when we left the gym?
Yeah,
I still got that picture.
It's so bad because I didn't wash my car for like a few months, so I had Justin's nipple print on my fucking window,
and it obviously looked like some female pressed her.
No,
her
it looked like you, dude. And all this hair next to it. You know, pressed, permed hair, a little glitter.
Little glitter. Yeah, that's funny, dude. That's hilarious.
Shit, dude. I give my coworker Mikey shit for that, dude. Shout out to Mikey. If you're listening to this. He has the most beautiful hair any man should have. You know, it looks like New Cap from Shalimar.
Shout out to anybody that knows that.
Yeah, dude. But I always tell him that because his hair is like curly and nice, you know. And I'm like, dude, I bet like your chest hairs are like permed, like they're pressed and permed, aren't they?
He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah. How'd you know?
He's got to brush them and shit. Yeah.
Little mane and tail on the chest. Little mane and tail on the chest.
Oh no, on the hamburger meat.
Oh, dude, that's fucking dope, dude. What you sipping on?
You know.
A little bit of ranch water.
Yeah, some Lalo and Topo Chico with
Shout
us
out,
with
man.
lime.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Topo Chico and Lalo.
Yeah.
If y'all want to sponsor us, we're more than welcome.
Yes, please.
And I'm sipping on. I can't pronounce the name, but it's mead wine.
Mead, kind of like Austin Mead. He's a Texas country artist, and his last name is spelled the same way, MEAD.
Yeah, so I'm sipping on some mead. If y'all don't know what that is, it's alcohol made with or from honey.
Or correction, his last name may have an E at the end. I'm not sure. I don't think so. It may.
Well, message us and let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, this shit's good though. It's first time ever having it.
Yeah, it's really good.
And it's really good.
Yeah, it's damn good.
But yeah, dude. Back to what we were saying. I just don't think we give ourselves enough credit for the shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? At least to give your own self a fucking pat on the back every once in a while.
And that's for everybody, our listeners and everything. Like whatever you're going through and what you're doing, your 9 to 5, your whatever, and going to school, and single parents and non-single parents, just whatever. Keep doing and keep grinding and don't stop.
Just keep doing it, man. You know. So you got anything you want these people to know?
Just fucking be yourself, man. Don't fucking change for anybody or for that job or anything. Like, just be yourself and speak your mind.
Yeah.
You know, and always kill them with kindness until they're being disrespectful.
And then kill them.
Damn, bro.
0 to 100.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it was in the Western days. It'd be a lot easier.
Right.
Exactly. You want to have a standoff, motherfucker.
Right. I'll see you at noon,
Trade a shot
bitch.
for a shot. Like, yeah.
You know, man.
Best hands in the West. Yeah. It's from fucking Workaholics, bro. But I mean, I think, if you see what's going on in the news today, man, and a lot of people are like, and the people that watch the news every day that's following politics and the news and stuff, like, you're not safe anywhere you go. As soon as you walk out that door, don't be sheltered to that or feel like you have to stay home. Like, you're not, like, it's bad everywhere.
Yeah, no matter where you go.
No matter where you go.
Fucked.
So, like, if that's what scares you, then turn off the fucking news.
Yeah.
Give it a break for a little. You already know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And it's been like that since we were kids.
It has. You know, shoot, dude, look back and look, where are all these documentaries about serial killers and shit? Like back from the 70s, 80s. Like, that was the height of serial killerness.
Yeah.
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying?
Serial killerness.
Serial killerness.
I mean, but it's
kindness.
true, dude. It's like all these fucking road rage incidents and just too quick to pick up a gun. You know, why can't you just fucking throw hands and take a whooping like the old days?
I've had road rage. But you know what I do, dude? I found the remedy. Okay, so what I do now, if anyone's listening to this and you want to avoid yourself getting into road rage, leave early.
There you go.
Leave early.
Because
now when I leave early, I leave, wherever I'm going, I leave early. Okay? Because I do the speed limit. I got all my tunes and I'm riding.
That's Or even if you're running late, you're going to be late.
No matter what.
So why cause shit? Why put yourself in a predicament or put yourself or others in danger for fucking trying to get in that next lane and you're just one car ahead of somebody?
Yeah.
You're going to the same
I love
fucking
that shit, dude. I love when people are like ducking and dodging around people and then you see them at the stoplight.
Yeah, and I look over and they're just like,
like,
motherfucker.
Hey, like, you are going nowhere fast.
Exactly. Like, slow your fucking roll.
Yeah, so what I do is I leave early. I do the speed limit, I leave early, and I just throw the tunes on, and I'm just riding, bro.
Yeah.
I'm riding.
And then, like, the other people that are, like, it's always the wrong place, wrong time. You know, when you see stuff like it could happen anywhere. Like, I've been seeing stuff on, like, speaking of, I don't know if anybody's heard what's on the news, but, there was it happened at Phil Hardberger Park. This 30-something-year-old father was with his 1-year-old, and he made a call saying that he was going to hurt his son, but they got there quick, and he stabbed his son and then stabbed himself.
What the hell?
Like 4 days ago.
What? I did not hear about that.
Yeah.
Damn. 1-year-old son. Did he die?
Yeah, he killed himself.
Did his son die?
Yes.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Exactly.
What a piece of shit. And I really hope, I don't know the story, but I really hope it wasn't because of his son's mom. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Same.
Like, I don't know. I don't know the
backstory either.
That's fucked up.
But, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these people that are going out fucking angry at the world and just fucking off yourself.
Yeah.
Why fucking...
No, dude, like, if you're going to think about hurting other people, you know, now, this is if they have nothing to do with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if somebody hurt my son and, like, God forbid, killed my son, then I'd probably hunt your ass down.
Oh, I'm killing you and your family.
Yeah, you know, but now, if you're just mad...
You know, I mean, don't get me canceled, but I mean, exactly, that's what we're saying.
Like, if you're just mad and you're leaving the door, you know, and you want to just kill the first person you see, like, dude,
stay your ass home.
Stay home. Stay home. Get drunk and pass out, or, you know, I'm not condoning suicide, but...
Yeah, or I'm not condoning murder either, but that's a lot of it's... But it's always been that way, dude. It's always... I mean, it may be getting worse, but... The point we're getting at, just quit being sheltered to that shit and scared.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to be able to live life like...
Oh, yeah.
You know, time's not slowing down for anybody. Nothing. Like, when your time's up, your time's up.
Yeah. Don't live in fear, man.
Exactly.
You know, just do what you got to do. Now, if you have anxiety or something like that, I mean, go out, but then if you don't feel comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable around big crowds, then just don't be around big crowds.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, something like that. You know, whatever.
Definitely.
So, like, when we went to the ball game, Boog doesn't like to be in crowded areas. You know what I mean? I know. Neither do I really, but...
Sometimes. Like, I can do it for, like, a weekend or a day, and then, like, that's enough.
But the seats at the stadium were kind of crammed. So
were they?
Yeah. So whenever he felt like eating, we went to the stands or whatever and got the hot dogs and shit. And we went all the way to the end, where they have the open seating bleachers. You know, and we sat down there, and it was open, like there was nobody in the bleachers. They were all standing up because there's like a bar behind it. So like everybody was standing up.
The snaps that I saw, it looked like y'all were. There wasn't that many people behind you.
No, that's the place we were at. That's the other place we moved to.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one we were kind of crammed in. Mm-hmm. And I can tell he was uncomfortable. So when we sat there...
so like sardines, like it was...
Yeah, so when we sat there to eat, I was like... I asked him, like, do you want to stay here or go back? I knew what he was going to say. I just wanted to ask. And he was like, can we just stay over here? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So whenever... I took Draven to the county fair back in my hometown. We went to go watch the rodeo, the mutton busting, and because he's a real big the twisters too.
Oh yeah.
So when they're at the rodeo and that stuff, and I remember he was like, "Oh, what if a tornado comes?" I was like, "I know where to go. We'll be fine. Three Rivers doesn't get tornadoes." But no, it was pretty crowded too and stuff like that. And I saw a lot of familiar faces and stuff. And I said hi, and I actually met with my best friend and everything because his girlfriend kids were doing it. So and he, Draven knows him very well. But anyway, so we go to the stands and we sat at the very top, and man, he was having a blast.
Oh, sure.
But all we saw was I don't know, dude. It's different the way they threw on the fair this year and had everything going on. And I wanted to stay for the bull riding, and we got to see some of the bronc and stuff like that. But no, dude, he was loving it.
Yeah,
he was like into it. Yeah, and after that or before that, he got on one ride. We went over there. We met up with one of my really good friends, and we went to go play some games. And then we played some games with my brother, and my sister-in-law and my niece and everything like that, and her boyfriend and her son. And yeah, he won 2 goldfish. He won
hell yeah.
little. He threw what was it? But you throw the darts at the balloons. Okay. So he was warming up, right? He missed, but then he made 4 in a row.
Damn.
Yeah. He should have won it was the last night, dude.
Oh,
and that fucking Carney should have at least gave him a big ass, gave him a little. I was like, dude, he made 4 in a row, dude.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Because, like, he actually... No, he got 6 darts. He missed the first 3, and then he made the last 3, and then he gave him an extra one, and to see if and he made it. He gave him pick the one at the bottom. I'm like, mother,
what?
Dude, it's the last night, dude. And I think I told him that, but in a nice way. But it's like whatever. And then he went into goldfish, or they weren't goldfish.
Oh. I'm surprised he didn't tell you this ain't UNICEF, man. Oh, Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirte.
That's right. Walk away, hard ass. But he won some fish.
Yeah, we thought they were goldfish, but they're tigerfish.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man.
That's badass.
Yeah, so...
and he named them...
Yeah, Sam and James. That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Hey, shout out to Sam and James,
yeah.
the fish and the people. Those are Sammy's Justin's cousin, and James is the slice.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are cool as hell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, that's cool, man. No, dude. Last time I took Boog to a carnival, bro, big backed it, dude. We went for the.
Oh yeah, we had food and stuff too.
We went for the funnel cake.
So my best friend, his parents have it's not or they used to do like a taco truck, but they put like a little booth, like a little tiny home, like type of thing, you know, dope. And they sell them out of there. So they do gorditas, tortas, or tacos and stuff. So he had like a couple bean and cheese. He had one bean and cheese taco, and he had like 2 tortillas, and like, you know, and I had some too, and he tore that shit up.
Hell yeah, dude. Nah, dude, if you ever want to lure me, like if you ever want to trap me, just like, hey man, I got some turkey legs and fucking funnel cakes over here.
I was gonna get. Dude,
I'll get in the back of your van.
Yeah, exactly. He will.
Where the funnel cake?
Do it.
Where the funnel cake?
Yeah. But dude, everything got so expensive there,
dude,
bro.
And
I was like,
it's nuts.
And for my hometown,
bro.
like, I was like, nah, because like, I mean, I've taken Draven to, you know, I still to this day have not been to Fiesta. We've been to the carnival part.
Okay, so I don't want to say this. I guess people know already. Maybe they do.
Sucia Sundays.
Ooh, sounds like my last girlfriend. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. I don't get what Sucia's. But no, so okay, if you want to do Fiesta, I don't like going when it's, you know, torta season, you know, when they come out at night, you know, they come out of the woodwork and shit.
Yeah, definitely.
No, so I like going during the day. So if you go right when they open, usually you can get hooked up.
I never got the chicken on a stick. It's not. I mean, it's just what a Tyson patty.
It's just a fucking
Japolino.
That's it.
And how much is it?
A pickled one. It's probably like $15.
That's fucking stupid. You can buy a whole bag and whole thing and make yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the experience.
And the thing is that people will probably fight me on this. People, right? You get it.
You get it.
People will probably fight me on this, but I go for the tripa tacos.
Ooh, I love tripa
tacos.
Crispy.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It gotta be crispy.
Hands down. And people are like, how do you eat that? I'm like, man, fuck off.
How do you not eat it?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So when I went, right? So, okay, so the tripa tacos, they were like 3 for like 15 or some shit. Yeah, it's gnarly.
Yeah.
But I went, and they were barely setting up.
On the disco and everything?
Yeah. The what?
They cook them on the disco?
Oh, yeah. This motherfucker's like, what? You want some disco?
Yeah, man.
Turn on some motherfucking disco.
Cue the fucking...
Right, cue the music. I got the guy in the bell bottoms. No, but... So I pull up, and I'm like, oh, dude, I'm your first customer. And he's like, yeah, bro, Mexican dude. Cool as fuck.
Yeah. And he's already all fucking 10 beers.
Yeah, he's
15 beers deep.
Yeah, he's in deep already.
Tequila.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, it's vieja.
Hey, but that's
love, man. That's just love, man. But he's like, yeah. So I was like, I'll take the 3 or whatever. And he's like, hey, bro, I just threw in like 2 extra ones for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dog. You know,
here's a
tip, like here, you know, yeah. And I gave him a little, you know, but it's just if you go early when it's completely empty, it's the best because everything's just open. You check everything out. They still have bands playing.
So speaking of Fiesta, if anybody that's listening to this, that's a part of it. If y'all would like us to set up on a day when we first open, we can do some interviews there.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it, man.
Cool.
Like a torta Sunday or something.
Whatever. Yeah.
Whatever.
And come on, they like to talk.
Yeah, hey, if you grew up in San Antonio, bro,
So, but just anybody that just wants to come up to the booth and they need to know. Yeah, we'll have a little. By then, we'll kind of plan out. We'll have something. You'll notice us.
We'll see who has the best eyebrows.
Yeah.
We'll see who has the best eyebrows.
So wear your booty shorts or
painted
what?
on me?
Yeah.
Oh, all day, dude.
All right.
My cheeks need a tan.
I'm gonna wear my.
Okay, so tell me this, bro. Okay, so yeah, you should. You gotta show that belly button hair. You look like a man of lantern.
Oh, what were you gonna say? What?
Oh, dude. Okay, so you're a hairy guy.
Yeah.
So if you tan, right, and you shave, Does the hair like look like
No, because
camo on you?
it's not that bad, bro. It's not that bad. But no, it don't. It's not.
Does
I'm
the
not,
hair look like a stencil?
No, it's not that. It's not that bad. It actually tan pretty good, bro. Honestly, when I showed up, I was like, dude, it's a nice day to go to the pool. I wanted to go jump in.
You should have.
I should have, dude.
You should have stayed.
But it's all good.
Went to go take a Belgian dip.
I bet. I would have done when that shit hit first. Woo.
Hell yeah.
Like fucking Shamu.
Hell yeah.
So
you said you got a haircut earlier, looking all fresh.
Oh, I did. Shout out to
who cut your hair?
Amber did. Let me take out the. Yeah, she did a good job.
Oh, look at that freshness. He's that fresh haircut.
Yeah,
it's fire right there. Yeah, he's got to put the mic down. He's not a real multitasker, this guy. So right after these messages.
Okay, I just don't want to make too much noise.
Hello.
Goodbye. But she's at my salon where the old Dog and Bee used to be. Or not Dog and Bee. Or
what?
No, Dog and Bee something.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's in Beeville, bro. I'm tripping out. See, because she's.
Where are you right now?
She's from Livo County.
On set Alzheimer's.
So Dog and Bee used to be a really cool place. You would have fucked with it too, man. It was in Beeville, but it shut down. Like I heard it was haunted and all this shit. But I think the business is shut down. But it used to be the Fox and Hound.
Yeah. Dude, I miss Fox.
Dude, I do too.
So miss Fox.
Yeah, Fox and Hound was good.
Man, that was the place where I'd go, and I always say that's the place where I would go for a fucking pastrami sandwich, fries, and a Blue Moon. Yeah, that combination. No, so I don't know. Okay, so it was Blue Moon, but before I got into Blue Moon, and this is the reason I got into Blue Moon, I used to drink. There used to be a beer called the Curious Traveler. Did you ever try them?
No.
It was a lemon shandy, kind of like Lennon-Kugels.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, okay, so...
You got one in the fridge.
So I tried that Curious Traveler before I ever tried Lennon-Kugels. So, and then I don't know, but they told me that they stopped carrying that Curious Traveler. And I was like, well, what do you got that's similar? And they're like, well, we have Blue Moon.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me get that. I'll try that. And then from then on, it's been Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember drinking Blue Moon like in my early 20s. Yeah, me and my buddies would drink the fuck out of it. And, of course, I got introduced to it, like how you're supposed to drink it with an orange peel or an orange slice. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I remember Fox and Hound. It was fun,
I fucking
dude.
loved it, dude. Their pool tables were great. Yes. The environment
everything
was
was cool, dude. I mean, it was solid. I don't think there was one time I didn't go there. It was drama-free, dude.
Always
drama-free.
Never saw anything happen. It
was good vibes, bro.
Yeah.
Good times. Yeah.
Definitely a good place to go after work and grab a sandwich and a beer.
Yeah. And shout out to Stephanie, bartending at Babcock Social. I think the last time we went was like a while back. So I paid her a visit yesterday and, during happy hour. And, so if y'all are looking for a nice little cool happy hour spot, go pay her a visit.
Yeah, go check out
cool.
Stephanie.
And, hey, don't forget to tip your bartenders.
Always.
Okay, if you're going to go out and rack up an $80, $90 tab and pay like $10, stay your ass at home and just drink. Don't be that asshole and, just tip accordingly to wherever you go.
Yeah, and that's funny because I was talking to somebody the other day about that, and of course it was female, and she was saying that is something that matters to her on a date. She told me this.
Definitely.
I mean, we weren't on a date, but she told me this. She was like, I don't know. Sometimes it just like if I'm on a date with a guy and he gives like a generous tip to the wait staff. She's like, I just find that very attractive.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, okay. That's the first time I've heard that from.
I've heard it
female,
before. A few times.
But yeah, she told me that, and I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, all right, I get that. But yeah, bro.
Well, did you see that? And the reason why I'm saying that because that video, those people from California, did you see it?
No.
Yes, they did. Did one. They did a did one. That's did and new at the same time. It's a new one. So it's the dude with the glass. He's like, and it's the other guy. He's with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's like, what's this fight? He's like, oh, that's the asshole fee. He's like, you were being an asshole, bro. And he's like, well, I'm not going to leave a tip. He's like, yeah, that's called the piece of shit fee because you're not going to. But it's funny there's people that personally, because what we're doing, we're chilling right now, and we bought these earlier today, and what less than it would be at the fucking bar, or
we're chilling,
and I barbecue at the house. I'll go and I'll have a beer or two, but let's say this: if you build that cool relationship wherever you go. Like, you tip good, they're going to treat you good.
Yeah.
You know, they really are.
I mean, you know, your bartender is like your liquid therapist.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're pouring out your feelings on tap.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And if you develop rapport in a relationship with your bartender, I think that's a good thing. You know,
it's a damn good thing.
Not you being like a blazing alcoholic now. If you're an alcoholic, seek help.
Yeah, but and that's why you get cut off at bars. Yeah, because you're, you know.
But if you can go out and have like one or two, chop it up with the bartender, go home, good night.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, your bartenders are somewhat like your therapist.
They are.
You know, and especially if they can chop it up with you, like if they know you like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely.
Now, I will say, on the behalf of the consumer, don't be a shitty bartender. You know,
I know.
Yeah, dude. You have those times where they just look at you and then they just walk away.
Or they.
You know, I get it, dude. I understand. They tend to
be regulars, but if they've never seen a familiar face,
they don't even bother with you.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you're gonna,
not to cut you off, but whenever we go on a play, we just leave.
Oh yeah, no,
we'll leave. It's like fuck it,
and we don't cause a scene, no problems. We're not like shitty service. We're like, nah, we'll just be up out of here. Thank you. Yeah. You know.
So I think by the time they get to, I was like, we're gonna leave.
Nah, yeah, we're good.
We're good.
Appreciate it. Or like if they see you and then they're just talking to somebody and then they just go back to talking to somebody and they don't even bother to come and ask you like, can I help you?
Yeah, because we'll be here like.
Yeah, like
we'll be right with you.
Yeah, and continue with the conversation. You know, I'm like, all right, you know, business first. You know.
Exactly.
You would think,
yeah. Nah.
So yeah, don't give shitty service and then be like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Well, that's when you tip accordingly. Yeah. Because we've been to places where they've been like that, and it's like, well, how much you gonna live?
Nah,
leave?
Yeah,
$2.
Yeah, nah.
Well, I'll match it then.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah.
But now, if you're cool, like, hey, you know, you're cool.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, shout out to my waitress the other day when I went out to go get some of those mishis that I was really craving like a son bitch.
Yeah.
She was just super cool, man. Super cool, super chill, super talkative, very attentive, and I thought that was just cool as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was a table of one. You know, I was just one. Yeah. And usually, though, if you go as just one person, they don't really tend to you much because it's just you. You know, the bill's not going to be that big. You know, you don't got a lot going on.
Yeah, definitely.
They just give you your shit and leave you alone. Mm-hmm. You know, but she was super cool, super attentive, and just an all around cool, good vibe. You know, she brought a good vibe.
A good person.
Yeah.
You know, and she loves her job and you know,
and I thought that was cool as shit. So shout out to you, Miss Jasmine or Jazz. If y'all ever at Ojos Locos on 410, ask for Jasmine.
Princess Jasmine.
She's super cool, man. Awesome people, great conversation, and just overall good vibes. Shout out to you, Jasmine.
I haven't been to Ojos in a while. I think the last time I went, whenever we went.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, like I told you, I don't even crave micheladas like that. And for some reason, I was like, I really
I crave one. Micheladas, yeah.
So I had one with some
I could go on a Sunday. Soul's my favorite. That's my favorite Mexican beer.
Was it Sunday or Wednesday? No, it was Sunday.
Yeah, it was because that's when we went to the movies. So
it was a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So, I got my Mishis, went to Chacho's. Don't hate me. Y'all don't hate out there. Chacho's is still all right in my book.
Oh, Chacho's is fire.
But they have those norteños. If you've never been to Chacho's, or if you've been to Chacho's and you never had their fajita norteños,
they're good. We got them that one night. I think it was after an episode.
Dude, those are good, especially after a drunk night. No, those are
the nachos too, man.
King Kong nachos.
Yes, the King Kong nachos.
Those have came back up more than I would like them to on plenty of occasions.
I've never met Ralph after a night of nachos.
I have. Me and Ralph are old buddies.
See, I hate throwing up.
Because that was back in the... I mean, I say back in the... That's when they were open inside and they used to serve their top shelf margaritas.
Yeah, well, okay.
Holy hell.
Let me cut you off there. Okay, it's not COVID anymore. I don't know what the protocol, the business, H-E-B's need to go back to 24 hours. Walmart's need to go back to 24 hours. These open up the inside.
Who doesn't want to walk around Walmart at 4 a.m?
Yeah, I mean, I do my best shopping there.
Yeah, you can go late night.
I mean, I understand if whatever, but have people. It was fine back in the day, dude. I mean,
because I remember times. Now, this is a long time ago. Josh remember this, but if you're listening to this, shout out to you, my nigga. But it'd be like 2-3 in the morning, dude. We'd be sitting there getting baked out of our heads. We're like, dude, let's go to Walmart, man.
Yeah, or just whatever. Or or say say you just live, just down the street or whatever, and you just like, you want to grab, like, instead of going into the fast food fucking places and spending money, like, we'll go over there and you'll save money. Like, I'm craving something sweet, or let's go buy something to make.
Yeah.
Or anything, bro. Whatever you're shopping, whatever you're in the mood for that day.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, and that goes back to, living that sheltered life, and people say, like, we're past COVID. That was 5 years ago. Like, it's
time. It's time for the world to get back to normal.
I hate this new normal, and I hate using hate because that's a strong word, but people are so used to it.
There's definitely been a shift. There's been a huge shift to what we're used to.
Definitely.
Yeah,
well, and I think we're speaking for other people too.
Yeah, well, but I mean, people of our generation, so to speak. You know what I mean? That definitely. We're used to that because I think 2019 was the last year of normalcy. Like, that was it.
It was. Yeah.
But yeah,
we were the only two fucking dudes walking downtown whenever it finally opened up. We had the whole downtown to ourselves.
It was beautiful.
It's never going to be like that again.
No, never. And that's one thing we can say, though.
Yeah,
it will never
and we
be
have
like
pictures of that.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was gorgeous.
It's like, dude, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah,
like,
we'd be walking.
Us? Oh, wear your mask. Nah, man.
But even the cops were cool as shit.
Yeah, the cops were
like, we would be walking. They'd be like, "Y'all guys good? We're good.
We're good.
All right,
man.
We'd set up the speaker and jam.
Actually, we were drinking soul chiladas.
Yeah.
I think I put you on that one. I was like, dude, try the soul one. They had just came out. I think. Yeah.
That was that little hole. Literally looks like a hole in the wall. That little bar that's on the Riverwalk that we walked, that was the only one that was open.
Oh, it was that Mexican restaurant with the...
No, they were closed. That's the bar we were chilling at. No, where we got the drinks. Remember, it's like this little bar that's on the side of the river, and they only serve like to go. Like, it's like a small convenience store. That's where we got the beer from.
Yeah. And the dude was super cool.
And he was cool as fuck.
He was happy to be open and do business again.
Yeah. He was like, oh, man, you guys, it's just been...
Come back. I'll be here.
Yeah, he's like...
I think we did go back and got another round, right? Yeah. We got 2 more tall boys.
And so that was Rita's on the River. That's where we were at.
Yeah, exactly. We had the whole outside bar to ourselves.
The whole outside bar.
We were mobbing it. I had my backpack, I had my little speaker, and we were just fucking. And you had your camera.
Yeah, we set up right there on the bar and just had ourselves a good old time.
Yeah,
man.
It was.
Man, that was cool shit, dude.
Yeah,
it'll never be like that again. I mean, if it is, then probably gonna be worse. But hopefully not. But yeah, and as always, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in and shooting the shit with us. We're just glad to be back on schedule. Got Justin here, so we're back on track.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, y'all, I think we've asked plenty of times, drop some comments and stuff like that, what y'all would like to hear us talk about. I mean, we're gonna keep dropping these anyways. And just,
no matter what.
We're gonna, but we would definitely like to have the shy guests.
Right.
Anybody that wants to. I mean, I know, like I said, to a really good buddy of mine back home, I know whenever he's got some time, possibly this Sunday, so yeah, I mean, let us know what you want to hear or talk about, or if y'all want to, stop being camera shy and mic shy and just jump on the mic.
Just come on with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, is this Justin's first time too?
Yeah, it's my first time.
It's his first time.
Am I holding the mic right?
Am I doing this right? No, but like, as always, guys, we appreciate y'all coming on and shooting the shit with us. And tune in for the next episode. And we're going to keep dropping these no matter what. If you want to be on the episode, go ahead and drop us a DM anywhere that this podcast is hosted. We're super active on Instagram, so reach out to us. You got something to say, you got a story you want to tell, or you just want to come and shoot the shit with us, let us know.
Exactly.
We'd love to have you.
We will line it up.
Yeah, we would definitely line it up. Let's make a date.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
pencil you in.
We'll pencil you in. But with that being said, that is the end of this episode. We love y'all.
Yeah, love y'all. And y'all stay safe and be yourself. And thanks for listening.
We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.